and it says that we are live. Are we live? Or are they lying? Is it live or lie? What's up? I see 0 people on here. I saw 1 person. Now it's back to 0. Once you're on here, just let me know. We might have lost connection. I hear a lot of rain outside. Looks like we're live. Once you jump on, leave a comment. Let us know that you're here. We can talk about whatever you want: homesteading, business, local, or, current events, politics, light politics. Whatever you guys want to talk about. What do you guys think of this? How's that look? If you had to guess, what size bag do you think that is? It's chunky. Opens all the way down the sides. Put a lot of shit in there. It's got Velcro on the sides of these walls, Velcro on all of this wall. It's got Velcro on the bottom. Why would we do that? What could that be for? That's what I wanted to talk about when we did the live today, but nobody really talked about that, so we got sidetracked with other things. What's up? Here's a couple belts from today. There's a couple of belt slide holsters down there. There's all of these. I'm not sure what we're doing with all of these. Amanda will be along to tell us. NSW chest rigs. This is like the flagship. Like, this is the rig that everyone wants. This is the modular, which is the one I would choose. And then we make one that has big boxes on it also. The big box one still has these panels behind it. So that you can put a cross draw. You can put a Kydex holster in here. Wrap it in Velcro. It's Velcro lined front and back wall. You can put a full size, an embedder, a 148, PRC 152, anything like that in there. These come with a cradle so that you can limit the depth. So you can put small radios in here, med pull-out trays. You can put full-size smokes. It's got 6 internal mags. These ones aren't together all the way. There's some up front I'll show you. Well, here's a couple here. These bungees, these will hold AKs or M4s, and they're Velcro lined, so you don't even have to use the bungees. There's a full panel pocket inside these. Here's these. These are frog rigs, mod frogs. These are big. These are like 24 inches. You can put a ton of shit on these. The reason these have so much pals is so that you can put your mags up higher, and you can put smokes and frags underneath facing downward. This lets you carry all of that, all your normal load, plus all that extra ordnance, all that extra incendiaries and demo. Angel, what's up? I got the modular NSW great. Oh, good choice, Tim. I didn't know you had one of those. Looking for AKM4 rig in the Brown Man. Yeah, we're very limited on the Brown Man stuff. You're not going to see. We have some open orders for that we're going to fill. We're not taking orders for it. Hey, did you ever talk to her yesterday about the brown material?
She said they don't have it.
Nothing. Curie, how are you? Evan, what's up? William S. AJ. DJ, what's up? Byron Roberts, Glenn Young, Hamster, what's up? AJ Dad's GT, what's going on? 2006 GT, is that a Mustang?
That's
Yeah. Toy Town. Evening all, what's that bag? Kevin, what's up? Byron Roberts, Kyle, Gumby. Holy shit, there's a lot of you guys here. M81 multicam black. It looks good, doesn't it? I like it the other way. I like woodland with multicam black on it, but that does look good. Chuck, what's going on, buddy?
You want your salad in the refrigerator?
Yeah, please. So what do we think this is? Any guesses on the size? You guys know how to math this out?
It's an 8-head bag.
You could, I don't think you'd get 8 heads in there, not real heads. You might get 6. If I put 4 vertical and then 2 sideways. Huh?
I could put 8 of your heads in there.
You've clearly never carried real severed heads.
I didn't say it was going to be convenient to carry.
It's 8 heads in a duffel bag, baby. Quadruple boot bag, mod frog. Thanks for the link, Josh. What's up? That's the weirdest camo you've had. Oh, what's the weirdest camo? I don't know. We've got some. I've got some camos over here we've never even cut. I've got a lot of like small rolls. Agreed. Woodland base multi-cam. Yeah, it looks badass. We did some mini packs that way. One shelf from a Brinks truck will fit in there. Cat heads fit better, yeah. 10, 12 by 20. Let's see, are you right? 10, 12 by 20. You might be close. It's 12 tall. I want to say it's 18. Let's go 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, but it's actually a little long on these. So we're about 19 and a half. And then across here, I don't remember what I was across 12. It should be 12 across, 12 tall. Right about that. I'm working one right now. I've already got all the math, and I started tracing it out right before we went to dinner. And it's going to be that bag, 30 inches long. And what I think I'm doing with it is like we did with the helmet bag. I forgot all this shit. Man, all this got buried. I forgot this was all here. Do I have a liner in this? A padded box, basically. Let's see. Okay. So, basically like this, okay? But I made this one as a box. What I'm going to do is a T-shaped pattern, or actually a cross, like a cross pattern. The base will Velcro in. This wall will pop up into position, and these ones will pop up. But the ones on the end, I think I'm going to do split, so that when we unzip the bag, you can fully splay the bag open. This will give you some rigidity and padding. I'm not after the padding, but the rigidity of it. And then the inside walls will be Velcro wrapped. So picture 2 dividers down the center where you can put a full-size carbine or a short rifle, and then you have all the others the two sides to put all your gear. Or you could move that rifle to the back or the front and then have a larger area for equipment. And then you can set it up for whatever you want to set it up for. It could be comprehensive medical, it could be gear loadout, it could just be, oh shit, we're going to guns, this is the stuff I need to immediately put on. Whereas your kit's already in there, loaded out, all you do is you put your shit on. But the one I'm doing right now, this one is 19 and a half. The one I'm doing will be 30 inches long. Same height, same width. Krasnov, I don't know what that means. William, everybody could use a bag like that. Modular Velcro divider. Yeah, kind of like, and stacked also. Mesh pockets that will stack on top of each other so you can pull them out as modules. And then on this bag, I'm going to do 2 different things probably. You'll have 2 equal sized pockets to put on the outside, or 3 equal sized pockets to put on the outside. Can I order woodland mesh and put in the notes coyote mesh instead of black? Can I order woodland mesh and put in the notes coyote mesh instead of black? No, not right now, man. They're running with whatever we have the most of is how that's flipping and flopping on those for the mesh pockets. The black mesh we have is actually better than the coyote mesh right now. I see what you're saying. You want black mesh on these instead of coyote? Is that what you're asking for? We might be out of black. That might be why he just cut these, because we just did the small ones. We just did 24 of these, and we only have 6 remaining. Whereas the black ones are like this. Call the new bag the dinner plate. It's going to probably be a modular kit bag, small, medium, large. Kyle, we made it today on the full build video. I built this on video. You'll see that come out probably next week-ish. It is a longer version of this bag that I did last week. The fuck's in here? Hold on. Oh. I see what's in here. To give you an idea on the size, right? This bag here is 12 by 8, 12 by 8, and it's 7 inches this way. But this bag opens up and you have a full mesh or 2 smalls. You can run any combination of those and still have a ton of room in the middle, plenty of room to carry tool pods or other stuff in there. You could carry, man, I'll bet you could stuff 8 small mesh pockets and put them in the middle here. And if you run the ones with the pals on the back, they won't stick to each other. And if you have the ones with the pals on the back, you can put all kinds of shit through those pals. All kinds of instruments, hemostats, clamps, chem lights, pens, pencils, anything like that. How much they go for now? This economy is the worst. Jesse, everything's expensive. We are not at all lowering our prices, and we are the most expensive company. If you find a company making something similar to me and tell me you can buy it, I will raise my prices. Like if you show me somebody charging more, I will raise my prices. Yeah, the economy is shit. All of my materials have doubled since COVID. My thread prices go up 10% every quarter right now. Everything costs. My electricity bill in this building is $4,500 a month. I pay all of my people. I've not lowered any of their raises, and we've given many of them raises, and I continue to hire people. I cannot lower my prices. I understand economy's bad. I am not out shopping and buying new toys and stuff. I'm working my ass off. I work 18 hours a day, as does my wife. 2 large woodland mesh, 2 extra small woodland mesh with coyote knot black. I have the smalls right now if you order them, Brandon. What do I have on these extra smalls? Why do you want the brown over the black? Just curious. Yeah, I've got black in these extra smalls. They're not going to run anymore anytime soon until we run out. Well, I say soon, but until we're out of them. I can tell you we're probably not. We ran a bunch of mesh pockets today. I don't know what color those were. We've not, yeah. My employees, I call them, we treat our employees well. I have employees working here that have been here 6 years right now, working more than their parents who work in this town at Carhartt, and their parents, they're making more than their parents who have been at Carhartt for 22 years right now. So these are coyotes, and we've got grays. Brandon, order them however the fuck you want them. We'll make it happen. Just know that, you know, it's not going to happen tomorrow. Man, I get it, DJ. Matchy match. 3 LGDs up for consideration. Are those all Pyrenees, Bob? Paul, I'm with you. It's too much to pay for electricity. I just got a $7,000 property tax bill. And that's not property. That's not real estate or ground. That's contents in the building. That's shit that I already own. Shit that I already own, that I already bought. I already paid sales tax. I get a property tax assessment every year also. It was almost $8,000. Bob, great. So Bob's got some great Pyrenees dogs. Not only are they great Pyrenees dogs, they are great dogs. I have one of them. If anybody needs one, Bob has 3. Are those puppies, or is that a new litter, or are those parents, Bob? Yeah, Brandon, we'll get you, dude. Do you have anything in the color blue? We do belts in a navy blue like this. And I also do them in a bright blue. I don't have anything made. I've got some trainer stuff. I've got some medical gear in trainer blue because of Bob, who you see there. I have some blue Cordura that we occasionally run shit out of. This is 1680 ballistic. It's a great royal blue. I've got pack cloth that we use as liner. Here's some blue. This is a really nice blue right here. Put some light on it here for you. It's a true like royal blue. And I've got some, well, I don't have much navy blue, some darker blue. I've got LAPD blue. I bought 10,000 yards of that, but it looks black. When you look at it, you wouldn't know it wasn't black. Any bags that are pink in the middle? Pink in the middle? Are you fucking with me? Pink in the middle. I don't know what we're talking about. Like a catcher's mitt? Like a worn out baseball glove? Are you making a joke? I have pink. Mama and two 1-year-old dogs. Bob's got some great dogs. He's in Ohio. We have people that can relocate those dogs for you. I've got a really good dog delivery business that I use to move dogs with. And as well as we have friends that travel quite a bit also. But Bob is in Ohio. He has some incredible dogs. It's a good opportunity if you need some dogs that have been around animals and actually working dogs. I don't have any actual webbing for that DJ in blue like that. Do you mean a bag with a pink interior? I'm not sure what Ken means. Like the toxic, yeah, the toxic green shit's good. Just saw Katanica is coming out with a chest rig, and they're about the same price as your micros once you add their mag pouches. Got it. Got it. Pinhead, slap nuts. I'm not into the weird shit you're into. I like pussy. I treat my employees well except Josh. Josh said that I was always very mean to him. Josh actually came in here and bullied me and intimidated me quite a bit. The clam slam. Ken, you could name the bag the clam shell. Looking forward to Radio Made. Oh man, Radio Made Easy does such a good presentation. You should get him to do classes on other shit than radio. These are the entries for this giveaway, guys. Last I heard there was 8,000. I don't know currently what is in there. We ordered a bunch more cards and they didn't show up. So Kiri donated some cards for the effort here. I don't know how many ended up going in there, but we will definitely throw her some props on that and work her in the video there. John fired me for sleeping on the job. I went outside looking for this motherfucker because I wanted to hang out with him. I wanted to talk to him. We always had really good conversation. And I went out looking for him and could not find him. And I couldn't find him because he was on the roof of this building. It was 18 feet up in the air. He was messing with the two motors for this vent hood. There's at least 12,000 cards in there. Holy shit. Thank you guys for all your orders. Is there a gym bag available? I don't have one. No, I've got, I have 2 orders for OD black ones right now. So we will have some shortly. I do have on Instagram within the last couple weeks, it won't take you a minute to find it. I have a good video showing you everything about the gym bag. Who's coming to the summer spectacular compound party on June 14th? Have you RSVP'd yet? Do it now. SOEparty.com. I may be taking Radio Made Easy class on OK this June. Would you make any large Alpine clothes bags? Not right now. Not right now. We will. I'm just low on Alpine. We're only using it on custom orders right now. 12,000 cards now. Fucking crazy. That's going to require at least 20 pounds of tannerite. If you put flour, guys, flour powdered sugar on top of tannerite, will it catch fire when it detonates? Does anybody know the answer to that? Not you think it will. You've actually know somebody or been present when it happened. Planning on stopping by there the week before. I'll be down for class. Right on. Anybody coming to the party? Evan is hosting and Evan's doing a radio class in Nashville. I believe he will be here for the party and then be doing a class just after or just before in Nashville at a conference center at a hotel, I believe. Josh, it will, that's for sure. Wall tint versus army tint. Army tint's going to be much more durable. Thunderhill Farms will also be here. That's a given, right? I can't come. My wedding anniversary is the 15th of June. We can get you a new wife. That or calibrate the other one. She loves you. She'll be here. You want me to just invite her and then she'll bring you? Have you ever been to the antique mall in Tennessee? Brandon, my man. What antique mall in Tennessee? I've been to every antique mall in Tennessee. First through third place for the giveaway. First place is a full rifleman's kit, not this one. This is Amanda's. It's a little different because she's very small. It's one like this. Not this one, because that one's mine. Not this one, because that's also mine. Not the other three just like it, because those are also mine.
One of them's mine.
So I just said, yours is this one. It's a little different, because you're very small. Are you standing on your tippy toes?
Nope, I'm flat-footed.
I can't even see you over the desk hardly. Get off your toes.
That's on my toes.
Multicam black rifle case, right? Is that yours, Aaron? Is that supposed to be yours? This is my rifle there, Mini. Oh, I didn't answer the question. Grand prize gets the full kit, your color choice. First, second, third. I don't know. We're going to give you some components of it. We'll let you guys kind of pick. Please interview Cat. There's several cats here. There's about to be 5 more. New wife? I think it's in the water. That's some scandalous shit. Like, that's some fucking super scandalous, crazy shit. Homestead Medical, that's a given. You guys should just assume that anytime we're going to do something, that Curie and Chuck will be present for that. Homestead Medical will be present. Would this make a cool med bag? It'd be a neat med bag, but I don't like it as a med bag because it's just a fucking bag, right? I want a backpack, hands-free. I need to be able to choke you, take your life, and revive you while wearing all the medical components. Dude just pulled in a hotel old power wagon. That's fucking cool. AJ Harrison will be here also. Will Simmerwell be here or AJ will be here? Is AJ chefing or vending? Belt Fed, what's up? If I win the jungle kit, I'm paying extra for Woodland Multicam. Tim, you want a jungle kit? I owe you some shit, man. I actually owe you a lot of shit. If you tell me that you would like to have that, I will build that for you. Inject gas into little pods? Do you have any Stimtex and do you mean Simtex? No, we don't have any explosives. We have sewing machines. Brett K, what's up? Ian, what's up, dude? Chefing before, vending during, chefing after. Nice. Why don't you just move here? You don't know me. Bullshit, Tim. How many hops do we want? Every 3 feet, we'll run what, 20 feet worth? Do hops die in the winter and then come back like grapevines? Show a sewing machine and air conditioning. Lots of air conditioning. From here all the way over to there is air conditioning units, and then behind that wall is air conditioning units. There's a lot of air conditioning. As a matter of fact, let me make sure the air conditioning in the garage is turned off. I hear it running, but I think that's for upstairs. Yeah, that's for upstairs. Hops are related to... I've heard that. I heard people on here said... You might have said that, Christopher. Can you expensify the jungle kit in Mar... I don't have any Marpat, man. Like, literally doesn't exist. You're going to love hops, pollen. Are you messing with me, or will we really like it, Ken? My fucking trucks are covered in fucking pine sperm. It's fucking everywhere. I literally washed the motherfucker off, and then the next morning it's fucking covered. It'll wreck your allergies. Oh. Cooling the sleep chamber. You are my sleep chamber. Both belong to the family Cannabisaceae. Hops are classified as Humulus lupulus, while cannabis is classified as Cannabis sativa. Christopher, did you know that, or did you just Google that? You just knew that shit? I know, like Lampropeltis gentilis, California, you know, California king snake. Lichenura trivigata rosfusca, you know, rosy boa. I got that, but I don't have no plant fucking Latin names. Running a butt pack as a trainer bag at the kids' basketball tournament just so I can justify it to the wife. Are you still having to make the Marpat tool bag light? Yeah, we still have to make some, but the material we have, it's you know, BDU material. There's no Cordura. That's why those tool bag lights are so unstructured. We bought it as Cordura, and they shipped it to us, and it's actually like it's actually like an uncoated. It's like a 100% cotton material almost. We bought everything we could find. We bought hundreds and hundreds of yards of it, but none of it is Cordura. Cheyenne sings. How are you? Are you going to be doing any singing this weekend? Lots of mushroom Latin names. Google. Man, I thought you just typed that shit out. I received the Premier panel for my Fupa XL. Great. Yeah, it's a fucking wonderful fit. We actually gave them all the products. They came out as a vendor. Those are really good dudes. Like, if you ever get a chance to talk to them or hang out with them, very good dudes. That whole crew was very impressive. And for guys that don't know, Premier Body Armor makes a soft panel insert for our Fupa XL, and a couple of our micro rigs. You can see them on their website. Code SOE will get you 10% off SOE products there. Hops, pollen, honey. Interesting. Would marijuana pollen wreck your sinuses? I've never been around like a weed grow or anything. I've only, you know, seen like indoor shit. The med pack needs a holster that holds a Derringer for its bad enough. I'd rather not survive this option. Well, I hope you have one typically. It's called an M4. I wouldn't know what to do with the jungle kit. Do you have 12 M4 mags? You don't have to say yes, but it holds 12 M4 mags. Three 8 panels from Premier for Fupa. Yes, yes. Almost ready to quit growing. Oh, over the pollen? I didn't know that until you guys just said that. Is that bag the complete build from the live? It is, yeah, it sure is. You want to see it? So I don't know how much you heard us talking today or how much of this beginning live you heard. This is the bag from the live today. It's 19.5 inches. 19.5 inches. And it's 12 tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's 12 tall. And it's about 12 this way. And when it unzips, it splays open. And I've got this whole wall here is Velcro. Well, almost, except the end, top and bottom. And there's Velcro here and here. And there's Velcro here, here, and here, with a 1 inch space between them. With the thought that we can make an insert that's like a cross shape, like a red cross, you know, shape. Which will build, the build will be different than the build, but basically it'll give you 4 sides padded, bottoms padded, and it will lock inside that. It'll sit in the floor of that bag, and then it will Velcro to the wall, Velcro to the wall, and then the ends will come up and Velcro to the wall. But the ends will have a split in them so that when we unzip the bag, it will splay open still. And then you'll have a divider. The whole box will be Velcro lined inside, and you can run another padded piece down the side to make a chamber where you can hold the actual full-size rifle on the 30. I just cut a 30 inch is what I'm working on now. And that 30 inch, you'll be able to put a rifle in there and then have all this other room for your armor, your rig, your helmet, all your shit will fit in. And now, maybe you want to do that, maybe you don't, because that's a fucking really heavy bag when it's loaded out. I always prefer to have 2 half-size bags rather than 1 full-size bag. I'd rather be able to carry them or put them on shoulders or hold one and shoulder the other. So while it sounds awesome, and I know guys are like, man, I wish you made a super kit bag that was bigger. I can put 100 pounds in the super kit bag all day long as it is. The giraffe guy, what's up? I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll be known as the giraffe guy. Hashtag Suicidal. Are you a Subaru guy? Like gay lesbian fast pitch softball Subaru, or like cool rally car Subaru? It would be a good bag for, yeah, for sure. It'd be a good staging bag. It'd be come out of the trunk, stage your shit, run to the gunfire. Bob, I'm with you. Be way too heavy. I don't believe you though. I think you have 3 Barretts in one bag. 2007 WRX TR air suspension that is slammed to the ground. Oh, right on. So is that for like track kind of stuff? Not for dirt, right? XXL wrench roll. Aaron, are you on Instagram, man? Hit me up on Instagram, Aaron. Just tell me you want that bag. Didn't I build that bag for you? Do I make a bow case? I do not make a bow case. John's wife is a chronic overpacker. She would have a giant bag so full, you would not want to pick it up. She does that shit. She does that shit. And I'm like, yo, bitch, valet this motherfucker. Tell them to leave it up front. We intentionally have trucks that are tall enough that you can't put them in the parking structure, so they have to leave them up front. It's just a stance car, cambered tires. The shit people look at and go, why? She's a pavement. Got it, got it. Who's that super famous chain smoking Japanese dude? Comes over from Japan and cuts the fuck out of Porsches, makes them all sumo. Who is that dude? Learn to install wheels on your bag. Yeah, well, the way to really do that is to put the wheels on a tubular frame. Like the best gear bags with wheels, they're not built into the bag. They're built onto a frame that the bag attaches to. American made, that's right. Can you unlock regular Woodland Covert backpack, no pocket on the website? Amanda, unlock that for him. Let him order that up. When you make the 30-inch, any thought on price? I don't know. It's going to be expensive. I mean, I was 2.5 hours building this thing. You figure we can probably build it. I could probably kick it out in 2 without talking to the camera. Yeah, man, people pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to have him do the mod too. Something with yeah, yes, Akira Nakai. I think that's him. And people come from all over to watch him cut the fuck out of these cars too. Like he cuts the shit out of these, and he like stands there and looks at your car. Like he's talking to it, like he doesn't know what he's gonna do yet. You're the best on business advice. Thanks so much for all your help in the past year or two. I'm going to Carson Newman for archery now. Thanks for motivation to strive to push myself. Nakona Williams. Expand on that, man. What is Carson Newman? Going to Carson Newman for archery. What is that? What is Carson Newman? Woodland Covert, no pocket, open, right on. If you want a certain color inside, tell us. I know some guys see that orange and they're like, I don't like the orange. When you get the orange inside, I'm telling you, you're going to fucking love it. Is that Nakai of the tactical world? I don't know, but that dude, the Porsche guy, is quite unbothered. I don't know, but watching him work, man, like, I want to go see. I definitely don't want him cutting up my cars. And I don't think you get a choice of what he does either. If you had to buy one drone for a do-it-all, what would you recommend? Brandon, keep in mind now the answer I'm going to give you is from a guy who only has a few drones, right? I've never used any drones other than DJI. I think when you add some more money and go away from DJI, I think you get a lot of features that DJI locks out. Attel drones, I think you get way more drone for the money for just a couple thousand more. But I have a DJI 4 Mini Pro. I think it's a Mini Pro. And I bought it. And I never, if you guys would have told me to buy this drone, I never would have fucking bought this drone. I bought it because Josh said to buy it. And he said I have it and it's fucking good to go. And I bought this little drone. Every drone I have is about twice this size. And I've got about 20 of them. This is a Mini, what the fuck is this, Josh? It's a Mini 4 Pro. And I don't know if they changed all the plastic on all their drones or just this drone. I got Mavic Pros, I've got Mavic 2 Pros, Mavic 2 Zooms, all kinds of shit. And I've got a ton of them with broken motor arms. I snapped these. This thing has been underwater, 100% submerged. And then it flew, I was able to fly it back out from underwater like a submarine. It's hit several power line guy lines, power poles. I've crashed it inside a bus. I crashed it in an abandoned building. That thing, I probably crashed this 20 times. All those other drones that would have broken, this is the same drone. I have literally flown this drone back from hitting shit with one of the props completely off and half of the other prop, like two different motor arms with half props. And that drone works great, man. And the picture's incredible. It'll have a parameter lockout so it won't fly above 450. You can turn that off. It will fly to 1500. It'll fly several miles away and back if you turn off the parameter shit. Newt, what's up? Love Mini Pro 4. It's been great. Yeah. And it comes with, buy the kit that has the smart controller with it. You don't want a drone that you have to, you don't want a drone that you have to tether to your phone. It overclocks the phone. You're only going to get 1 or 2 flights before it kills the battery. On the smart charger, I think I get 5 full flights of 32 minutes. Now, that drone is a little small in high wind. It'll do some weird shit and it'll wander. It doesn't want to stay on target because I think the motor is definitely smaller than the larger drones. But you can get into that drone for, I think, about $1,200. You want the Fly More kit. You don't want you don't want any of the other bullshit. You want the drone, you want the battery charger, you want 3 batteries, and you want the smart controller. You don't want any of the other bullshit. When you see the Fly More kit with 60 items, you're not going to use a fucking single one of those things. Throw all that other bullshit away and buy you another, 12 sets of props. Mini 14S are great guns. Oh, Mini 14s could be a little more accurate. Yeah, but Ruger won't sell you parts for it. We had some sheriffs bring some Mini 14s in the shop. Ruger wouldn't even send us firing pins for them. They wanted us to send the gun back to them. Now, that might have changed. I saw the Blue Angels and F-35. Oh, very cool. Geomap. Yeah, geofenced. Yeah. It's a good thing I do all the driving. What are we talking about, Amanda? He just Sharpies and cut. Yeah, he sure does. I don't think he measures either. Orange inside is a pro move. It's good, man. You'll like the orange inside. You really will. No, you pay him to do what he wants. Yeah. And your garage will never smell the same. No, I meant to say that you are the creative mind of the tactical nylon. Well, got it. Right on. He's so chill. Yeah, because he's not cutting the fuck out of his fucking $200,000 car. I have a feeling he has whatever cars he wants. Yeah, he smokes 2 packs an hour. That's the dude. If you haven't ever seen this guy that we're talking about, guys, you will appreciate the video. Even if you're not a car dude, you're not a Porsche guy, whatever. Just watch the man work. He is the dude. Got a Mini 14 and it sits in the... Yeah, the Mini 14s were cool when the A-Team wasn't killing anybody with them. Department of Energy had those stainless steel AC556s with the side folders. It's a neat gun. There's no fucking reason for it, though. Buy a fucking AR-15. If you got an AR-15 and you want a Mini 14, bro, more power to you. If you want to be the dude with only Mini 14s and you have the Mini 14 museum, you're a grown fucking man. You earned your money, you spend it however you want. Somebody I love asked if they should buy a Mini 14. My answer would be fuck no. Somebody really fucked these up completely. These are absolutely useless. My God, you would think that we haven't fucking built thousands of these before. This is how my everyday is. And I know who built these. And the person that built them has built fucking tons of them. She put this on this short side, and this is supposed to be on the long side. Literally. Here, she has a fucking sample sitting here. A sample that she fucking made. This isn't even a sample. This is one out of inventory that she fucking built. And here these are fucked up. I drive whole, your drone gets crashed. I drive hole. Your drone gets. I'm not sure, baby. Is this an American stream? Yeah. Where are you at? Little lemon juice. Little lemon juice. Where are you at? How could you not be chill with that much nicotine? I've never used nicotine. Do you recommend that do you guys use those impacts or anything? I've never tried them. You know, you can buy nicotine drops. I'd always heard that pure nicotine will kill you. You finally got a trampoline. Matthias from Homestead Apprentice. Hey, what's up? Are you Mormon now? You're a real Mormon. That's what Rugged says also when the Mini 14 comes off the line. Someone fucked these up. I've heard that too, that nicotine in full doses. Yeah, I heard that, because women, those are always the poisoners, right? So women always process down cigarettes to get the nicotine to kill their husbands. I'm turning 50 this month, been nicotine free since 28. So Primitive Mike, does that mean smoking cigarettes you mean you haven't smoked cigarettes? Even the gum or suspended fluid or patches have near picograms of nicotine. Nicotine poison recipe, anarchist cookbook. All nicotine. Right on, man. I'm from Brunei. If you know where it is, I'll sub. I'm not sure where Brunei is. Tell me where Brunei is. I'm curious. What is Brunei famous for? I've heard it in movies, but I couldn't point to it on a globe. And I own 1,000 globes. Got an acre of land and I'm getting my garden. Oh, beautiful. Fucking good. 40 micrograms of nicotine is a low lethal dose. Got it. Samples only count if you give a shit and look at it. Yeah. Dude had unlimited money. I'm looking for it in my anarchist cookbook. Milligrams. Gym tour. The Sultan of Brunei. Where is, guys, anybody have any input as to where Brunei is? What is Brunei famous for? Didn't they have magic carpets in Brunei? Or I'm thinking it's a whole new world. Yeah, but I mean, when you smoke a cigarette, you're only inhaling picograms. Okay. Middle East, right on. Brunei is Southeast Asia on island of, okay, Borneo. Our king is kind of famous. He has about 3,000. Don't you guys have, you have snakes in Borneo? Reptiles. Okay, free motion, dual cable crossover. You will see these. Most of them are ugly off-color white. You will also see that there is a single stack and there are two different versions of the dual stack. This is the dual stack with the larger stacks. I've got an assisted dip chin up right here. This was half of a cable crossover. This is the other half of the cable crossover. I've got the low pull and I've got the high pull on the other side. Hammer strength, chest press. Hammer strength, decline chest press. Hammer strength, leg press. Hammer strength, super incline press. Hammer strength, lat pull. Hammer strength, shoulder press. And then these are recovered Cybex. Incline bench, flat bench, decline bench. Hammer strength leg extension, hammer strength leg curl, hammer strength press, Dynabody V squat. Well, it's actually a 45 squat. Stretch cage, and then a lot of dumbbells. I'm sure there's some stuff I'm missing here, but yeah, it's a garage gym. Yeah, it sure is. We do have snakes in Borneo. Yeah, Borneo pythons, yeah. There are pythons and a type of king cobra and others I don't know about. Got it. Got it. What's your favorite piece of gear? Man, if you, and it's not as impressive, but if you only had a small footprint, if you could get this piece of equipment right here and a multi-bench, meaning a bench that'll incline flat, or at least incline flat, decline preferably, you could replace everything in here almost with this right here. And this is, if you've never used one of these, this is the smoothest machine you will ever use. There's a Concept 2, here's a Rogue, Monster Rack. I don't see nicotine poisoning. I saw how to make tear gas in your basement. Be very careful with the Anarchist Cookbook. It's been reprinted with things that have intentionally been skewed. Many of the Anarchist cookbooks out there will not actually do what they're supposed to do, and some of them will actually harm you. Get at me. This is Sam from GGR. We need to do a gym tour. Sam, from what is GGR? Refresh my memory. I'm sure once you tell me, I'm going to be like, oh yeah. Find an old 70. Yeah, 71 copy'd probably be safe. That's the year I was born. I got one machine that can do all of those for like $300 in 2000. Right on. How can you tell the difference between the books? That's a good question, man. We have a buddy that was, well, Virginia Army. If you've never heard that term, look that up. We have a buddy that was with the Virginia Army. And they took the Anarchist Cookbook and made everything in it, and they said that almost none of it worked. Everything was missing something from it. This is Coop from, no it's not. Garage, this is not fucking Coop from Garage Gym Views. I wish it was. I'm actually quite a fan of his. I've got one of those old cookbooks that is typed on it. That's cool. I got the $400 one that was 20 years ago. The only thing I've had to replace is the rollers. Cool. Cool, cool. Total Gym. Isn't that, isn't Total Gym, Chuck Norris? Wasn't Chuck Norris Total Gym? I've got one of the old cookbooks typed on a typewriter. Got it. Took delivery a bunch of cooking equipment that needed assembled at a kitchen I designed. Contractors were going nuts over my Typhon toxic tool bag. That's cool, man. It's a trip, man. People come together for the expertise in one trade, and then you have no conversation about that and talk about something completely different. Love your content. Always been following for a while. Never ever heard a single bad thing about your product. Oh, you'll hear plenty of bad things about me, but not the product. I've been saving up to get something soon. Right on. What do you do? Cold steel collector. What do you do, buddy? My gym is my 30 acres. I love it, dude. That's great, man. Farm Fit. Yeah, there's always something to do. Manage a restaurant. Right on. What kind of restaurant? Range at the moment, but that's no way at all a knock. I'm just a honest man raising 3 kids. Right on. Hawaii, okay. So I want some king crab. So I searched king crab Nashville. And all these high-end restaurants that come up have no king crab on their menus. No, he's not Coop, but that channel is what made me stop being so lazy, invest in some stuff I can use at home. Right on. Intentionally altered. Our planked salmon is one of the best. Right on. What's the restaurant we're looking at, Amanda? They have really good pictures. I like to go to restaurants when they bring you the food, it actually looks like the photos. What do you recommend to attach a tourniquet pouch to webbing? Specific product. Attach a tourniquet to webbing. What kind of tourniquet do you have, and what is the webbing? That's a very broad question. Give me a few more specifics. Tourniquet pouch to webbing. It depends what you're trying to do. Tell me how you're trying to do it. If you have modular webbing, like PALS webbing, you know, rows of webbing, you're going to use a malice clip. If you want to put it on a belt, you could use a malice clip, or you could use one of our belt attachments that we make. Onto a micro rig. Do you know where you want to put it on the micro rig? The micro rigs have those 2 pieces of PALS webbing on the side utility pocket, and some of the mag pouches have it specifically to put a tourniquet there, in which case I'd use a malice clip. Hal's Catch Nashville. Hall's Catch House. Catch. Can you do red on the inside of Woodland Covert Pack? No, not without a custom order. It'd be twice the retail price. Because when you order it with orange, I'm going to build, you know, a run of them. Yeah, Hal's Catch House. It looks fucking great. King crab legs are the only seafood you eat. These guys had some really good tuna belly. They had a lot of really good looking shit. They've got some really good ceviches. They've got 6 different caviars. How many of the full-size Mookie War rigs with sewn-on pouches did you make over the years? Full-size Mookie War rigs, like the big ones, there's a few hundred out there. Well, probably 200. Yeah, Tactical Tailor Malice clips. I've got them on the website. Paula, you're welcome to use the stair machine. I've got a full-size treadmill that'll do a really good incline. I've got this step mill here, and I've got an arc trainer upstairs. I've got an AMT trainer. That AMT trainer is very low impact. And then the Matrix over. I just bought this Matrix not long ago, but you can use any of them. If we ever come to Hawaii, let me know. Dinner's on. I'd love it, man. If we ever come to which island are you on? We'll have to bring Brandel because he likes to do a bunch of waterfall dives. Oahu, nice, nice. Do you watch Hawaii Five-0? My dad used to watch the original one. I've watched a few of the newer ones. Malice clips sold out on the site. Amanda, can you put 100 malice clips on the site? I know we've got several hundred still up there. Larges. 15 minutes from Pearl Harbor. I can see it from the window. Very cool, very cool. Just went to the best place for sushi in Rapid City, South Dakota. I don't think of South Dakota and sushi. I'm not eating any fish I don't catch for a while. Loved Hawaii Five-0. Actually, used to see them filming all the time. Very cool, man. Very cool. It entertained me for, 45 minutes at a time. Who's gonna win the rifle kit? You see how good Paula's handwriting is? Fucking wild, right? She stenciled every one of those cards. If I'm about to launch a small soft goods brand, how many SKUs, stocks should I have? I've got about 3 I'm really comfortable with, but I'm thinking like 10. I would launch, man. Stop fucking around, stop waiting. Build 10 of whatever and put them up for sale. Start generating cash right now. The more you have, the more problems you're going to have. Somebody's always going to want something you don't have. If you ask the customer what they want, you're going to get a vast, huge variation of answers. And the guys who ask for something that you don't build are then going to feel like you have wronged them and you will have lost them as a customer. Don't ever ask them what they want, especially until you're a much bigger and capable company that can react quicker. Build shit, put it up for sale, and sell it. You can have a few SKUs open. You could have some variations, right? When we launch a new product, I might populate with 3 color combos and then put custom. And you charge a lot more for custom. You will find that a lot of the guys will pay twice as much to have the color they want to do something that you don't normally do. And they have the understanding that you don't have that product and you're going to have to build that product. But you better be prepared to sit there in the middle of the night or the weekends when you don't want to build that shit until you have, you know, a labor force to do it. I assume you're talking about sewn goods. Large malice clips are online. There we go. I hope it's me. I already know it. What colors will it be, Patrick? Kiri will be winning the rifle kit. AJ told me so. Kiri, you want a rifle kit? I'll build you one. I'll build it for you this weekend. 3 item SKUs, 10 each is like 30 items. Yeah. So we make like 10 different belts. But I make belts every 2 inches so they fit you perfectly, right? We don't do a small, medium, and large. And then in the small, you don't have enough, but in the medium, you have too much. We do from size 26 all the way up to size 60. And then we let you pick what color webbing you want on top of your base color, right? So you have, this one is black base, multicam black top, orange thread. When you add in my thread combos, my sizes and my color variations, just EDC belts, just one type of belt, coyote base or black base, I have 14,000 part numbers. 14,000 part numbers in just 2 colors, 2 base colors of one belt. And I make 10 different belts. For a guy starting out, that can be, well, who am I kidding? That's a problem for fucking everyone, to include us. God bless Trump's top election. Lewis, man, you might like what we do here. Hang out, chill out. Stop typing the same shit over and over. We saw your message. Which sewing machine model would you recommend to start tactical gear heavy duty kit? This fucking retard that works for me asked me that today. Guys, answer his question. What am I going to say? Let's see if anybody here knows, and then I'll tell you. Answer the questions, guys. What's the question? What sewing machine do I recommend? A little live intel. Seeing tons of military movement today. Lived in Hawaii 14 years now, and I'm used to seeing military every day. But today the goings on and movement is a little much today. Yeah, we're going to war, guys. We're at war, right? I had heard that we were bombing Iran last night. I saw reports of it. I saw people talking about it, and then there was fucking zero in the headlines today. Not a fucking single thing was said about it today. Conso 206, there we go. Conso 206. Road trip tomorrow to pick up a CZ97, right? Is that a rifle or a pistol? CZ gun. Just dropped an order, padded suspender, belt attachments, and a shirt. Thank you for the order, man. You're going to love them. Got material, just need buckles at the moment. What are we building? Sail right, okay. Sail right. Guys always ask me about sail rights. I tell them not to buy sail rights. For $1,200 or less, you can get a Conso 206. And I don't like these white ones because they just don't look cool. Let me show you some others. That's a Conso 206. That's a Conso 206. That's a Seiko, which is a Conso 206 that came out of the same factory. That's a Conso 206. What do you think? What do you think I'm going to say over here? What do you think this is? Conso 206. This one says United States Navy on it. Conso 206. Nakajima. I really like these Nakajimas. If you can find a 280L, there's 2 of them in Nashville right now for sale. He wants too much for them. He wants like $600 for one. And I really like these gray ones, like the Japanese ones. Super smooth. Now this is going to have a reverse. This is kind of weird, but this was my machine for 5-6 years. Currently, I have this one over here. It's a Conso. But my smooth machine is the one I was on out in the garage today, and it's a Nakajima 280L. I moved from San Diego here with that one. These are workhorses. These will do everything you need to do for under $1,200. Get on Marketplace, find something. These Juki 1508s, these are great machines. The bobbin's twice the size. It's got these giant bobbins. They fucking workhorse. They'll punch through foam and thick stuff all day long. I'm gonna buy a couple machines that are actually bigger than these and a couple specialized machines. But those Consos, what you're looking for is this, okay? If you see a machine that says industrial machine or it says Conso, you see this right here? Your lightweight machines will have this, but not this. You see how this comes through here, comes into this tensioner, and then has this uptake, this extra piece here? This is what you're looking for, this triangle thing. If you see that, you know that's a heavier duty machine, that's a walking foot machine. That's what you want. What that means is, as this machine goes up and down, you see how that foot rotates? See how these are the feed dogs down here, okay? This gnarled thing here with the serrations. On a lightweight machine, that's what pulls through. But on a walking foot, the foot walks with the feed dog. And that's what you need. That's what you want. Now, with that said, for the first 10 years in business, I made all these LBVs, the heaviest rigs we make, sewing through 16 layers of material on a lightweight machine. I think I have a lightweight machine right here. Here's a lightweight machine. What's that say? Can we see? Can I even get it in there? Nope. It's a Nakajima. I'll bet it's a 181. And this machine came from San Diego. And I used that machine for the first decade, building all this crazy heavy shit. Some of the heaviest shit we even build today, I made on that machine. Now, if you don't know how to sew, and you're not smooth, and you don't have finesse, you're gonna break the shit out of that machine. Compound walking foot. Muscle memory to reach. Got an app to search all the marketplace. Yep. Mostly because I'm used to navigating something on my hips. 206 RB2, $900 crate. That's a good one. RB2, look up what the difference between the RB2 and the RB4s are. Most of these are 4s. And a lot of it's going to be your reverse, right? All these machines, you push down for reverse. Those you push up for reverse. The newer machines, and newer I mean like 30, 40 years, this is your stitch space right here. That's your dial to change your stitch length. Whereas on the old ones, with the backwards reverse, this is your reverse, this is your stitch length. That's a fucking great machine right here. And this, look how high this lifts. That thing's fucking close to I'm probably gonna take this machine actually. That's close to 3/4 of an inch. That's a fucking huge lift. There are lots. I have a 6 on my phone. Oh, the apps. What app searches all on the marketplace? Like the walking foot, compound walking foot. Yep. So get on Marketplace first of all and search sewing machine. You can add commercial sewing or Commercial sewing, or what's the other one I'm looking for? Industrial sewing. But Marketplace, the Marketplace app's good. It's fucking pretty much killed Craigslist. I would look on Marketplace. They're always going to have photos, and you're going to know exactly what you're looking at. And if you have a question about it, send me a link to it. I'll tell you. Lift height is such a big deal, yeah. Pressure, foot height, lift height, yeah. And then your downward pressure on the foot, you can adjust. There's a ton. Keep in mind, guys, I build all this shit. I do not know what some of the shit on these sewing machines does. Like, I just don't. I started sewing. I've never been in a real sewing factory. I've never looked at a full production factory. I just started sewing and kept doing what I've been doing for 30 years. And I watch kids, like young men, kids on YouTube sewing, and I'll see them do something, and I'm like, holy shit. That kid, that'll cut fucking 50% off of that maneuver on our production time. I learn shit all the time watching other people sew. Wife used to use my jungle rig to hike local canyons. She wants one held, her camera, lenses, food. Oh yeah, they distribute weight so well. I built Amanda's with skinnier shoulder straps. And because of the piece of hardware we're using for our sternum strap on these, the first couple I made was spaced out at 2 inches. We went to 3 inches so that you can get that hardware on and off to adjust it where you want it to be. And we built these with the webbing going vertical instead of horizontal. I'm not even zoomed in. Sorry, I'm zoomed way in. Let me pull out here. Where's this fucking collapse? There we go. So we built these vertical so that we can attach other attachments on here. So think placard, think small chest rig or fanny pack fupa type deal to attach in here as a chest panel in the future. Watching soccer moms sewing pouches destroyed my algorithm, mine too. Why don't you like President Trump? He is an agent of Jesus. We do like Jesus. We do like Trump. Like, dude, you're in the wrong fucking place. You have one more of these comments before I block you and you come back with another fake account. If this truly is your real account, hang the fuck out. Everybody here fucking, for the most part, agrees with you. Somebody look at his page. Did he make it today? Yeah, Amanda, you're narrower. I keep trying to stretch you out, though, and make you wider. I made a whole ass plate carrier on a $150 Singer HD from Walmart. John is right. Uses some. Yeah, it takes finesse, but you have a big boy machine now, right? You got another machine. I think I recall you saying that. You're gonna be like, holy shit, right? When you got your first car, you had your first whatever it was, and you thought that was fast, because it was. It was faster than anything you had. And then as you got more money and you bought a European sports car, you learned what fast and quick was, right? We build American muscle. It's plenty fast. It's not as fast and it's not as quick as European cars are. And they're not as precision, right? It's like the difference between a fine timepiece and a normal timepiece, right? They both tell time. The truth is, the less costly watches probably tell better time. You don't buy an expensive watch because it tells time. That's not what it's for. And that's how that sewing machine is. We can build a lot of shit on a sewing machine that you shouldn't be using, just out of necessity or dumbness. Mine was dumbness. I didn't want to spend $50 a month to rent a walking foot, so I spent $25 to rent a single needle. They call them, they're all single needles, but that's what they're called. They're like clothing machines. Had I spent the extra the $25 extra and spent the $50, I wouldn't have had to have hand cranked and gone slow, and I wouldn't have to been as careful, and I'd have made a lot more product. Because the most expensive thing in your shop, whether you realize it or not, is manpower. It's like I'm going from a clapped out Civic to a damn deleted and tuned. Yeah, that's a great example of what it is. Any tips on starting a gear bag business? Currently making small batch EDC stuff, but looking to get into making gear. The best stitching I've ever done was a Singer Promise 2. The stitch length was microscopic and basically hand cranked the whole thing, maybe fanny pack, sling bag. I would get on Instagram, look at the market, look at like hashtag EDC, hashtag bushcrafting, and find some guy making stuff like yours, right? If you're making EDC items and pocket slides and pin organizers and things like that, right? Tool rolls, knife roll-ups, shit like that. If you're already making that, find a guy doing that and see what his audience looks like. Build some things like that and put them on your site. And then start commenting in the comments. People will recognize you. Don't go necessarily trying to steal his audience, but comment in there. And then have some conversations with those guys. People, when you comment, will look at your page. And people who are interested in your stuff will cross-deck, and you'll start to build a customer base. If you're on YouTube, you will see me comment on tons of people's content, and I'm genuinely commenting on them. I truly do. But people look and find us. You'll see people on these lives because they saw me comment on somebody else's videos. That's part of your business. When you're starting a company, you have to do social media. You have to. You're not in business if you're not doing social media. I can't tell if this is something of religious live chat. Why the fuck would you think that, G. Luke? There's one fucking dipshit on here that keeps saying the same shit over and over. And chances are, he's a dude that I ban every single night with a different account. If you walk past the ear pro cases, I would be interested if any black... Yeah, we got black multicam ones. The Boss Kato, is that what I'm seeing it? Took your advice on HRT game changer. How long you been on HRT, bud? We'll go look at the hearing pro cases. So if you look at these guys commenting, you will see people with a star next to their name. Yellow star, purple star, turquoise star. Those are members. A lot of you guys don't have those stars, which means a lot of you guys you're new here. At least 5 B-52s on Diego. Yes, Diego Garcia. Be something to talk about. 5 is a declaration. Actually, there's 9. We actually talked about it on the podcast yesterday. We do a podcast once a week. Comes out to members, and then it comes out to the public, 6 weeks later. Anyways, what I was going to say to the guy asking about starting a business. I did a Q&A video every week, my wife and I did, and almost all of it was business and social media. And there was a lot of dudes asking about starting nylon companies, where we get material from and stuff. I answered. I made videos that were hours long. If you want to start a business, any kind of business, there's probably, 50 or 60 of those videos, one every week, and they're available to members. They're up there. A lot of them are out, probably open to the public for free now. Just go through my playlist and start listening to that shit. You want to do a business, there's a whole fucking template every week of how to get into business, no matter what your business is. My wife and I stopped doing them because we built those off of questions that people asked. And most of the people, I feel, got so much information, they started businesses and stopped asking questions. Yeah, we've got some rain right now. Most of the bad stuff's past us. 8 months putting on muscle weekly. Yeah, huge changer. You will sleep better. You'll have more energy. You'll be more clear of mind. Ear Pro cases. Multicam black. Those are all multicam black. These are all Typhon. These are all Typhon. Almost all of these are multicam black. There's 2 racks of Woodland. Those are all black. And then I've got all the fancy colors. So your asshole friends don't steal your shit, or maybe your girl likes hot pink or orange. Splatter, right? We got all those. While you're doing that, we have a padded hearing protection case that will fit any of your Hearing Pro. Keep it from sliding on your head and wick moisture. And we have them in all of these different colors. Small business owner, and it's good not to work for myself. I am a small business owner, and it's good to not work for myself. I don't understand that comment. You think the flying pig's awesome? Right on. To the EDC guy, you said you made some EDC things. Here's a few things we do. Pocket slide. This holds a 3x5 right in the rain. Pen, pencil, folding knife, anything small like that. Back pocket. When you're sitting, you can have it against the pad, and then when you're walking around, you can turn it around so that it doesn't print. We also do pocket slide, like a front pocket carry. You can put a pistol mag in here so you don't get shit up in your bullets. You could also put a folding knife and a multi-tool so they're not clanking and scratching the shit out of each other. Composition books, we do all colors of these things. Composition book covers. Tool roll-ups, these hold 5 or 7 watches or knives, and they roll up. 5x7 right in the rain, and then business cards and such. Cigar cases, we do tons of different colors of these. EDC organizer. This will carry all kinds of shit, man. Little micro tools and multi-tools and right in the rain, all kinds of shit. Pens, pencils. We do an injectables case. Holds all your TRT stuff. Man, we do tons of this shit. Just lifestyle stuff. Battle Chemist. Hello. Do you sell your products online or in person? Mostly online. We ship between 200 and 400 boxes a day, 5 days a week. I put, well, I mean, fuck, we put $1 million on the slowest year through our post office. And every year we have grown 10% every single year minimum. So we'll put close to $2 million just in postage through the post office. I like the one you do with the paracord. We put paracord on all of them. Everything we have has a paracord pull. Yours badass and your creativity is right up my alley. I regret that I never got into creating. I got into customizing existing shit and have turned that into a hobby, into a side hustle. Well, dude, there's plenty of there's nylon companies out there that are just selling parts and pieces for other rigs. I mean, look at the 3D printing guys. There's hundreds of companies, and all they do is 3D print shit for packouts. Like there's tons of there's plenty of room for those guys, man. All of us miss something. There's always an asshole somewhere that's like, I wish this thing would do this other thing. There's a market for everyone. You just have to connect you with your customer. Look at all this shit. Crazy. There's some super cool shit in here. Every time we dig through here, I'm like, holy shit, that's fucking cool. funny, 308 Winchester SOE folding ammo wallet isn't meant for it, but I was able to fit 300 in there if I only use, yeah, if you use one side of the loops. Use the loops and not the bullet sleeve. Yep. Flat pack is probably my favorite SOE product. Yeah, man, especially the 4, 5s, and 6. We got 3 sizes. Also, think of that 4-inch flat pack. Fill it with 20 silver rounds. Fill it with, a handful of 9mm bullets. Fill it with a bunch of bolts or screws. That's a hell of a sap, man. You could literally just knock somebody unconscious with that thing, or worse. Large tool bag, I carry one every day, man. This is the one that'll leave here tomorrow morning and get in the truck, and when we leave out of here. It's full of, drones and batteries and chargers and tons of other shit. Mystery box. I think you guys are going to love the mystery box. I think you're going to really love the mystery box. And they're scalable. We have several other products that will mate with this thing and make it do a lot of other things. I use the flat pack for sockets, 4-inch, keep them semi-organized. Yeah, I love the flat packs, and for sockets, there's all kinds of plastic socket trays that you can shorten so they will fit in any length. And then some have handles that you can cut off also, so you can make them fit other places where they typically won't. Guys, I'm getting a low battery. It's draining quickly. I'm at 5%. Where am I going? We don't ever really say where we're going until after we've been there. We're just gonna do some running around tomorrow. Use a carabiner on the zipper pull handle to lock them into place. You absolutely can. And guys, you can buy a box of small carabiners, little snap links. You can buy minuscule tiny ones. You can buy big ones. They've got them super colored, toxic green anodized, black, red ano, aluminum, metal. You can buy these super, super cheap. And you don't need, real like Petzl or Metolius life support ones. This thing doesn't weigh shit. And it's pretty decent. I mean, you wouldn't want to snap into a runner or anything with it for real. But it's great for, gear lanyard and gear retention and stuff. And then you've also got plastic ones, like these Grimlocks. You can get these off Amazon. These aren't even real ones. And these are super inexpensive too. Small tool bags are awesome for charging tools. Yeah, absolutely, man. I carry a 12-volt kit and a 18-volt kit. Found out today, Caterpillar wrench sets are made by Snap-on. 10-piece metric Snap-on 400, 10-piece cat ones. Of course, man. I think a lot of Snap-on shit's not even made by Snap-on. Tactical blackjack. I've got one floating around here somewhere I did out of nylon that folds in half and snaps around a belt, and you fill it with quarters. If this dies, guys, it's the battery's dead. The battery's dwindling faster. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere in all of this shit. So, of course, I don't... Oh, flashbang. So, of course, I don't know where that is. Man, there's a ton of fucking tourniquets sitting here. That happens every time I come over here. Man, look at this. That's a Seiko Diver Automatic Custom. JP's Custom Wrist Shop built this for me. And it's got a Cobra buckle band on it. Multicam black, pretty badass. Anyways, I did one, and I wasn't, here it is. I wasn't happy with it. I need to refine it a little, but here, I'll show it to you. Sorry, guys. Okay, so that's the one I made. Holds a bunch of change. Wraps around your belt and snaps. But it clearly is only one thing, right? You cannot convince law enforcement that you are carrying this as something else. Narcan pouch, good for more than Narcan. What would you put in there? The TK4 pouch holds a film roll full of like dog poop bags perfectly. And you can put that TK4 pouch on your dog leash. I'm man enough to admit that I can't sew worth a shit. That's okay. Most guys can't. Grandmother even said I suck. And she didn't say stuff like that. Laugh out loud. I focus on custom metal. Oh, man. I don't do metal work. I know some guys that make fucking tons of money doing one-off custom jobs. Like millions of dollars. Rescue medication for epilepsy. Good info. Narcan pouch holds seizure meds. Good info there. I think about that design to this day. Which one are we talking about? TK4 is dope as fuck, right on. Ackley's took some 40 mic. Those are 40 mic shot glasses. But they did some 40 mics that had a hole in the top so you could put a can of dog poop bags in there and pull them out the top like Kleenex. Davis, what's up? Hey, we're about to end here. My iPad is hot and the battery is dead. It gave me a 5% notice a minute ago, so it's going to die anytime. All right, guys, I do a video almost every night around 9 o'clock. Check out my Instagram, SOE Tactical. Check out my Facebook. We're pretty active on both. Special Operations Equipment on Facebook. This YouTube channel has 6,000 videos here. A lot of those videos are like real, actual produced videos, not just me rambling as we walk around. Thanks for being here, Battle Chemist. Stubes, good night. It's been a great side hustle for years. Well, I spent 20 years at the USMS in Air Ops. What's USMS? United States Marine? No? I'll make you something and send it your way. Thanks, dude. I love it. Appreciate it. Marshals. Oh, got it. Got it. We used to do a lot of stuff with the VCTF guys, Violent Crimes Task Force. Federal Marshals. You guys hunted me once. Thanks, John. Excited for third. Oh, you're going to love the mystery bag, guys. Yes, it saved Joanne several times with her rescue. Oh, got it. Got it. I thought we were talking about Joanne's, the company there. Got it. All right, guys. I'm out. Everybody have a great weekend, man. Like, just do something this weekend that you're proud of. As you're going through the weekend and doing shit, think of like, if you're going to make a highlight reel of 10 things, what are the highlights of the weekend? And move with that purpose in mind. That probably won't include sitting on the couch or, you know, whatever it is. If that's your thing, then do your thing. But do some fucking awesome shit. Bunch of our SOG guys carry your gear. Oh, I know, yeah. That's how I found you 15 years ago. Right on, man. We did a ton of stuff with JTF6. We did a ton of stuff with Bortac and React and those dudes. So we had a lot of exposure to marshals. I'm sure you understand the correlation there. All right, guys, I'm out. Have a great night.